Good morning, yogis. My name is Corey, and I'm here to guide you through your practice today. We're gonna just do a pretty quick grounding practice. I feel like I could use it today, and hopefully you can too. So let's start in our child's pose. So we'll take the knees wide, toes together at the back of the mat. Start to travel the fingertips forward, let the forehead come down. You can even tent up onto the fingertips, maybe lift the forearms off the mat. Take some deep breaths here. And just keep sinking the hips down towards the heels. Every inhale, filling the back body. And every exhale, just let it go. Starting to arrive here on your mat, letting go of your to-do list, letting go of whatever happened before you arrived, and just knowing that that will all be there waiting for you. And you should take these next few minutes for you. On your next inhale, we're going to start to spider crawl those fingertips off the top left corner of the mat. Keep tacking the hips down towards the heels. Breathe into that right side body. And just when you think you can't go any further, try to go a little bit more. Inhale brings you back through center, and we'll spider those fingers over to the other side. Same thing here, breathing into the left side body, tacking the hips down towards the heels. Full body breath here. And then come back through center. From here, we're gonna move right into puppy dog pose. So start to melt the heart down to the floor. The hips are gonna stack over the knees. Pressing into the forearms and the palms, letting the chin or the forehead come down. Breathing into the back body. Breathing into the underarms. One more full breath here. And slowly start to walk the palms up, setting up for tabletop here. So stacking the knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. You want to create a long spine here, so reaching the crown of the head forward, tailbone long behind you, hugging that navel towards the spine. And then start to move into your cat-cow, so dropping the belly, lifting the gaze. Lift that tailbone high. And then exhale, start to press the mat away. You can curve into the upper back, shake the head out, maybe gaze to the belly button. Inhale rolls you forward, belly drops. And then take it back, pressing into the mat, curving the spine. Maybe closing your eyes here and just moving with your own breath. Start to tune into that ujjayi breath, breathing in and out of the nose. Maybe invite some organic movements like taking C curves with the spine. kinks in your body this morning. You can hang out in one spot longer than the other if it feels tight. I'll take about 5 more rounds here. Coming back to a neutral spine here. You can find your tabletop. I'm just gonna put up my hair real quick. Coming back to your tabletop, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And then from here, we're gonna reach that right leg out long behind you. And then start to reach that left arm forward. Lifting from the inseam of that right thigh. Inhale, lengthen everything out. Exhale, curl it in, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, lengthen. Elbow to knee. One more. Inhale, lengthen. This time, bend the back leg. Reach for that back foot. Start to kick into that hand, reaching the heart forward. Full breath here. And then slowly start to release, lengthen everything out. And then place all 4s back down to the mat. We'll just switch sides here. So this time, left leg out long, right arm forward. Hugging the navel towards the spine. Lengthen everything out. And then curl everything in, elbow to knee. Lengthen, squeeze it in, lengthen, squeeze it in, one more, lengthen everything out, squeeze it in, and this time we'll lengthen, bend that back leg, reach for the back foot, start to kick into that hand, reaching the heart forward. Deep breath here. And then release, lengthen everything out long. All 4s come back down to the mat. And just shimmy those hips side to side. We're gonna get a little wrist stretch in. So we're gonna place the left fingertips facing forward. And keep those right fingers as they are. Start to make some circles with the torso here, just stretching out the wrist. You don't want to feel any pain here, so just taking it slow, nice easy movements. Really rooting that palm down. And then we'll release, you can shake it out, and we'll switch sides. So this time, right fingertips face toward you. And same thing, just drawing some circles. Getting a nice wrist stretch here. And then we'll release, shake that out. Grab a sip of water if you need. We're gonna get ready to move our bodies a little bit faster. So tuck those toes. Lift the hips up and back for your down dog. You can start to pedal out your down dog here, bending into one knee and then the other. Just finding some movement here, maybe coming high onto the toes. You can drop those heels to the right. Bend the knees, drop the booty down. Inhale comes back through center. Then drop the heels over to the left. Heels high, come back through center. And then we'll melt the heels down, really press into the palms here. You can shake the head out, yes, no. And then come high onto the balls of the feet and start to make your way to the front of the mat. For your forward fold, deep bend in the knees. Maybe take opposite elbows. You can sway side to side. And then release whatever grip you might have and start to feel all four corners of both feet on the mat. Slight bend in the knees here and slowly start to make your way up. Moving into your mountain pose, we'll reach the arms straight up towards the sky. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Pressing the sternum into the thumbs, thumbs into the sternum. Take a few breaths here. Just feeling your feet on the earth, reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. And then inhale, sweeps the arms up. Exhale, we're gonna open twist to the right. So right fingertips long behind you, left fingertips forward, squaring the hips with the front wall. Inhale, brings you up. And then we'll open twist to the left. Same thing here, keeping those hips square. Left fingertips back, right fingertips forward. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Sweep the arms up, and then we'll fold it forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Bring the hands to the shins, reaching the crown of the head forward. And then slowly fold it down. One more like that. Inhale, halfway, long spine. And then exhale, plant the palms. We'll step back to a plank pose. Lower down all the way to the belly. We're gonna untuck the toes, press into the palms, lift the heart, baby cobra. And exhale, let it go. This time walking the fingertips out east and west, pointing those elbows towards the sky. Same thing with the active legs here. Press into the tops of the feet, lift the heart, baby cobra. This time dip that left shoulder in, gaze over the right. Back through center, dip that right shoulder in, gaze over the left. Back through center, and we'll fold it forward. Take a moment here to shake the hips out. Maybe place one cheek down on the mat. And then we'll press into all fours. Coming back into your tabletop, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back, down dog. From here, we'll lift that right leg high, bend the knee, open up the hip. Staying here, maybe start to draw some circles with that top leg. Just getting some movement in that hip. And then reach that right leg out long. And then we'll step it through, setting up for a low lunge. We're gonna lower down that back leg to start. And start to walk the hands up to the front thigh. From here, find your base, so really root down to your legs, and then reach those arms up. Relax the shoulders from the ears here. Maybe turn the pinkies in, thumbs out. And then we're gonna do that open twist to the right. Reaching the right fingertips long behind you. Staying here, maybe start to drop the back hand down the back leg, reach the left arm up towards the sky.
Power off.
Come back through center, and then both hands will fall down to the mat, shift those hips back, fold over the front leg, breathing into the hamstring here. And then slowly start to shift it forward. We're gonna place both palms inside the right leg and reach for a block. Making your way down into lizard, you can either stay on the palms or maybe start to bring your forearms down to a block or the mat. Opening that right hip out towards the right. Breathing here, maybe coming onto the outside edge of that right foot. Opening up. And slowly start to walk yourself back up. We'll move that block off to the side, plant the palms, tuck the back toes, and lift that back knee. And then we'll just step the right foot back to a plank. Make your way back to down dog. And then from here, we'll lift that left leg high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Staying here, start to draw some circles on this side if you did on the other. And then reach that left leg out long. And then we'll step it through, setting up for that low lunge on this side, so lowering down the back leg. Walking the hands up to the front thigh. Finding your base here, and then reaching the arms up. Again, relaxing the shoulders from the ears. And then we'll open twist to the left. Left fingertips long behind you. Staying here, maybe dropping that back hand, reaching the front arm up. Taking a few breaths here. And then slowly come back through center, arms rise. And then drop the palms, shift the hips back, fold over that front leg. Breathing into the hamstring here. Then we'll start to bend back into that front leg. Place both palms onto the inside of that left foot. And reach for your block again, moving into lizard on this side. So either staying high on the palms or making your way down to your forearms again. You can open up that left hip, coming onto the left side edge of that foot. Maybe pressing the left knee out gently. Breathing into the hip here. And slowly start to release. We'll move that block off to the side again. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. This time just step it forward, moving into your forward fold. From here, we're going to interlace the hands at the base of the back, at the low back, and then start to reach the knuckles up towards the sky. Just wring out the shoulders here. Slight bend in the knees. Let the torso just melt down. You can shake the head out, release any tension in the neck. Maybe open and close the mouth, relax the jaw. And then release that grip. Arms fall down. Press into all four corners of both feet and roll it up for your mountain pose. Reaching the arms towards the sky. And then bring the hands to heart center. Again, just pressing those thumbs into the sternum, sternum into the thumbs. Take a few breaths here. Coming back to the breath. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then open twist to the right. Inhale, back through center. Open twist to the left. Inhale, back through center. And exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway, long spine. And then plant the palms down. This time we'll lower down halfway, chaturanga, hugging the elbows in. Untuck the toes, up dog. And then roll over the toes, down dog. Taking 3 breaths here in your down dog. Really lifting the hips back, letting the heels melt down. They may not touch the mat, and that's okay. Shake the head out here. And then coming high onto the balls of the feet, bending the knees and taking a step forward, moving into your forward fold. Inhale, rolls you up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that once more. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, open twist to the left. Inhale through center. And exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway long spine. And then plant the hands, move through your flow, high to low. Inhale through up dog or cobra. And then press it back, down dog. This time we'll lift that right leg high. Step it through, setting up for a lunge. This time we're gonna stay high on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Try to square the hips here, so move that right hip comes back, left hip forward. And then we're gonna take that open twist to the right. Staying here, maybe dropping that back hand, reaching the front arm up. One more breath here. And then come back to high crescent lunge. And then we're gonna open up to our warrior 2. So creating that invisible line from the heel of the front foot to the arch of the back foot. Gaze over the front fingertips. Deep bend in that front leg. And then we'll flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Keeping that deep bend in the front leg. Breathing into the right side body. And then we'll cartwheel those hands down. Move through your vinyasa, high to low. Inhale through up dog or cobra. And exhaling, bring it back, down dog. This time we'll lift the left leg high. Step it through, setting up for your lunge. Inhale, arms rise. And then we're gonna open twist to the left this time. Staying here. Whoop. We're dropping the back hand down the back leg, reaching the right arm up. That was just your reminder to not take yoga so seriously. Take a few breaths here. And then come back to your high crescent lunge. This time opening up warrior 2 to the opposite side. Keeping that deep bend in the front leg, gaze over the front fingertips. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Breathing into the left side body this time. And then cartwheeling those hands down. Framing the front foot, move through your flow, high to low. Inhale through up dog or cobra. And exhale, press it back, down dog. Taking a few breaths here in your down dog. And then come high onto the toes, bend the knees, we'll step it forward. Moving into your forward fold. Take a few breaths here. And then moving right into chair, so we'll heel toe those feet together, drop the hips, lift the arms towards the sky, chair pose. Squeezing those inner thighs together. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Drop the hips a little lower. And then we'll take the hands to heart center. Start to take a twist to the right, so hooking that left elbow outside the right knee. Try to bring the hands to heart center, maybe gaze up towards the sky. Then come back through center. And we'll take it to the other side, this time hooking the right elbow outside the left leg. Again, maybe gazing up towards the ceiling, dropping the hips a little lower. One more breath here. And then slowly start to release the forward fold. You can shake out the legs, shake out the head and neck. Then we'll press into all four corners of both feet, roll it up, mountain pose. From here, moving into some balancing postures. So start to feel your feet on the earth, just rolling onto the toes and the heels. And then start to find your base in that left foot. So feeling all four corners of that foot. We're gonna take the right leg and wrap it all the way around the left, moving into eagle. And from here, we're gonna take that right arm under, left arm over. Whoop. Maybe you wiggle, hugging everything into center. Oh my gosh. Dropping the hips low. Finding something to focus on in front of you. I'm very off balance today. Remembering not to take yourself so seriously. Hugging everything into center. One more breath here. And then stay with me. We're gonna slowly start to crunch those elbows towards the knee. And start to unwind the right leg, reaching back for airplane. Then we'll release the arms, reach those fingertips back, keep lifting from the inseam of that right leg, reach the heart forward. One more breath here. And then slowly start to fold the torso down, keep lifting that right leg for standing splits. You can stay here, or maybe start to play with balance. Taking one hand to the standing leg, or maybe both. And then we'll slowly start to draw bridge that right foot to meet the left. And we'll shake it out and just take all that onto the other side. So again, just feeling your feet on the earth. This time starting to find your base in that right foot, so feeling all four corners of that foot. And then start to move into your eagle on this side, so wrapping that left leg around the right. And then left arm under, right arm over. Squeezing everything into center, hugging the elbows up towards the sky. Two more breaths here. And then stay with me. We're gonna hug, whoops. We're gonna hug those elbows in. Start to unwind that leg, reach it back, airplane. Reaching the heart forward, keep lifting from the inseam of that left thigh. One more breath here. And then fold it forward, keep lifting the left leg, standing splits. Playing with balance on this side if you do it on the other, taking one or both hands to that standing leg. And then we'll slowly start to draw a bridge that left foot to meet the right. From here, coming down into a squat variation. So I like to leave my feet together, splay the knees out wide, and just walk the torso in between the knees, letting the heart melt forward. You can shake the head out here. And then we'll slowly just start to make our way down to the earth. So letting the booty come down to the mat. I'm gonna take the legs out wide. Setting up for a forward fold, so maybe you're removing any extra flesh underneath those sits bones. Reach the crown of the head up. And then just start to fold it forward. Maybe making your way down to your forearms. Taking some deep breaths here. Slowly start to walk yourself up. Make sure you have a block close by. We're gonna make our way down to our backs now. Moving into a restorative bridge. So you can take this block at whatever level you prefer. I prefer mine on the highest, but I've been doing this for a while. So if this is your first time, I recommend either the lowest or the medium level. You're gonna set up your bridge, making sure you can reach the back of the heels, pressing into the feet. And you're gonna start to lift the hips up and just place that block underneath the low back on whatever level you prefer. You can shimmy the shoulder blades back just slightly. You should feel a good release in the low back. And just hang out here, taking some deep breaths, letting go of any tension in the low back. Maybe opening and closing the mouth. Relax the jaw. Full body breath here. And then we'll press into the feet, lift the hips, remove that block. You can take the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Maybe take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Just take a moment to check in. Coming back to the breath. Outsides of the legs, press those knees up towards the sky. And from here, we're gonna place our hands underneath the hips, the glute area, and reach those legs straight up towards the sky. I'm gonna get into a little bit of abs here. So we're gonna start to lower the legs about 30 degrees. Stay here, really hug the navel towards the spine. Slowly start to lower a little bit more. And then lower all the way until they're hovering off the earth. Start to lift the head, look at those toes. Hug the navel towards the spine. Stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the legs back up, drop the head. We'll do that once more, so lower down about 30 degrees. Stay here, hugging the navel towards the spine. Really press the low back into the mat. And lower down 30 more. And then lower down to a hover. This time you're gonna flutter kick or swim, whatever you prefer. The legs, squeezing the navel towards the spine. Actively reaching those heels away from you for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the legs down. You can remove the hands. Take a long body stretch here. rock and roll side to side, just massaging the low back. And then keep hugging that right knee in. We'll lengthen the left leg out long. So squeezing that right knee into the right armpit, maybe taking some ankle rolls with that right ankle. And then we're going to take the left hand to the outside of the right knee and bring it over towards the left. You can gaze over that right shoulder, supine twist. One more full body breath here. And then slowly come back through center. We'll just switch legs. So right leg out long, hug the left knee up and in. Take some ankle rolls on this side if you did on the other. And then we'll take the right hand to the outside of that left leg, bring it over to the right, gaze over the left shoulder this time. One more full body breath here. And then inhale, come back through center. We'll hug both knees in, moving into happy baby, so reaching in between the legs for the outsides of the feet. Hugging those knees towards the armpit, reaching the heels towards the sky, maybe straightening one leg and then the other. You can find some movement here, or just start to draw the legs down, breathing into the hips. And slowly start to release. From here, we'll move into an inversion of your choice. So maybe you're reaching for a block, or if you're close to a wall, I invite you to find your wall. I'm personally going to use the wall because it looks delicious this morning. So we're gonna just place the butt towards the wall and then reach the legs up. Just noticing the blood flow switch direction here. You can do what you wish with the arms. Maybe take them overhead, use them as a pillow, or take them out to a T. And just breathe here. You can point and flex the toes if that feels good. Maybe take them out wide. Maybe even spread the legs out wide. Just finding what feels good here. And then you can stay here as long as you wish. Even take your Shavasana here if you'd like. Or make your way back down, walking the feet down the wall. Moving onto the side and make your way down to your mat. Finding any final poses you might need before making your way into your Shavasana. Otherwise, just letting the body come all the way down. Maybe giving yourself one last big hug. And then release everything down. You can splay the feet out east and west. Take the arms out wide. Maybe shimmy the shoulder blades underneath the back to lift the heart just slightly. And take some time to take some inventory of the body. Just noticing any shifts in energy since the beginning of your practice. Just taking a moment to check in with all your body parts, moving from the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Relaxing the jaw, removing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. And just being here now. Shavasana.